It says, why don't more professional grapplers post rolling footage and vlog on YouTube? Because they don't do well. I used to do vlogs and stuff. They just weren't exciting, not popular. For whatever reasons, vlogs aren't really popular like they used to be. And it's too much work, man. It's too much goddamn work to get how many views? I can sit here and get how many views I got on here already. I got 155 views already. Easy. Tons of watch time. Tons of engagement. Now I do a vlog that take forever to film, gotta edit it, post it up. Man, nobody watching that stuff. They ain't got no time. It's already old by the time you posted it. Why not? Wait. The Dorothy Slipper says, given all these instructionals they uki on, shouldn't Placido be the best grappler in the world if instructionals were? Well, he be zoned out too. Someone says, why not start an OnlyFans? For who? For Moneyberg? I ain't starting no OnlyFans. Someone says, I feel like the B-Team model of filming guys training, they have full-time. The B-Team guys don't edit nothing. They got someone filming them, editing. And I don't know if they're going to have that person anymore. After Craig leaves, do they have any more? If they're going to have the people, that costs money. To have someone film all your classes, edit it for you into a, 30 to 40 minute video, that takes time and effort. That ain't easy. And I don't know if Simple Man can afford that anymore. Craig, I guess Craig, somebody was paying for that before. Most schools don't have a videographer. Most gyms don't have an editor. Who posts it? Who's going to post it? Where are they going to post it? That takes so much effort. You guys can go look at my other channel. All those videos take me forever to do. I'm behind on one video, actually. They take forever to do. And if I'm lucky, they get, decent video might get 20,000 views. Awesome. Thank you. 20,000 views. That don't mean people are going to watch the video forever. They might watch 3 minutes of that video. That video took a couple months to finish. Some videos, 1,000 views. Oh, barely got 1,000 views. Well, that's terrible. I just wasted my time on that. So it's just not always worth it to do the vlog or post the rolling footage. And people find that rolling footage when you getting ready for your match, and people pull up your rolling footage to see what you're doing. Jason Whitfield says, B-Team has a full-time gym manager. He does all their social media and skits. Yeah, they got someone there full-time, and they got someone filming there full-time. Yeah, most gyms don't got that. Most gyms, the owner, he be doing all the work. Maybe his wife might run the front desk, but she got to take care of the kids. They might have some high school people. Man, they ain't got this talent, the people with the skills. Now, they should invest in that, but it's hard to find good people, to work on your videos, to edit your videos, to film your videos. Most people can't film nothing, bro. So if you're comparing B-Team to everybody else, that's just that ain't gonna happen. New Wave, I guess New Wave got somebody to film. AOJ has someone to film. Anto's got people to film. Yeah, but those are top schools. Most gyms don't got that. Says, I feel like the B-Team model of filming guys training and then vlogging gym culture resulted in them getting similar viewership on random videos as Flow was getting on their biggest events. Again, we don't know what the watch time is, and you guys love the personalities at B-Team. Most gyms ain't got personality. Them dudes do the same stuff, talk about the same crap. You might get tired, and you know what? You might get tired of the B-Team stuff eventually. Mushmaster says that costs money. It costs money to have people film. It costs money to have people edit. If you want some good editing, they got good cameras, good mics, decent editors. That costs money. You're gonna be spending a couple $100 easily a month, maybe a couple $1,000. Most gyms ain't got that kind of money, or they don't see the value in it. Or I used to have the cool camera, but I had to film the stuff, and then nobody else knew how to use the stuff I had. I had an awesome camera, nobody could use it except for me. Awesome microphone. It would take me, I used to do videos. It would take me 30 minutes to set up. And I would set up after class. It'd take me 30 minutes to set up. It's already after class. Nobody wants to uki. Nobody wants to be filmed. Most jiu-jitsu people, they don't want to be on camera. They don't want to tell jokes. They don't care about attention. Now you go to B team, some of the guys, they'll play into it, but most of the people don't want to be on the video. Says it makes the athletes way more valuable in the eyes of the promotions, and it seems super easy. There you go. Seems super easy. Thanks. You think any of that is easy? Mushmaster says it costs money. Yeah, all that stuff costs money. Editing costs money. Storage space costs money. I go through. You know how many not flash drives, SSD drives I go through? Bro, I had to delete stuff off of here. I got to go through this. That stuff costs money. Lights cost money. Microphone costs money. Earphones cost money. The audio thing costs money. My computer costs money. Other screen costs money. Backdrop costs money. Everything costs money. How's that easy? And then you gotta edit. You gotta have the skill. You gotta have the skill to edit. Oh, that ain't easy. Someone's got to be able to film the content, make sure it's not messed up. That ain't easy. All this stuff costs money and time. And most of you guys, you won't even watch that stuff. I don't want to watch it. I'll watch it later. Yeah, most of you guys ain't gonna watch that stuff. Josiah says, doesn't Kevon record and edit his skits and videos at Bodega? I don't know. I don't know I've never been to Bodega. Why would I be at Bodega? I don't know what Kevon does. You know better than me. I'm sure Kevon got his girl. Kevon can get his girl. All right, baby, you film today. Him and his girl be filming. Yeah, but you ain't watching Kevon for his technical. Are you watching A skit is easy. You plan that out, talk it through. Okay, I'm gonna film real fast. You don't need a microphone. He's talking about a full-on vlog. Them vlogs ain't easy. Those vlogs and rolling footage, that stuff ain't easy. The skit easy. You film the skit 30 seconds. I'm talking about 30 to 40 minutes of good content. And that's when it's edited down. I'm talking about 3 to 4 hours of video and interviews and whatever else edited down to 40 minutes. That ain't easy. Most people ain't going to sit there and watch. I mean, you guys will sit there and watch this live stream because I'm interacting with you. But most people ain't going to sit and watch the whole vlog. And that's what the most famous people in the sport. They ain't going to watch a vlog with regular people. You won't even click on the video. I don't know what Kevon does, man. I don't want to know what he does. Mushmaster said it costs money. Yeah. Giancarlo's personality about as exciting as the teacher from Ferris Bueller when he was not doing science. Bueller. Well, I like the one. You remember the guy that broke into his house? I watched Ferris Bueller recently. That was pretty funny. I mean, completely illegal. Yeah. Giancarlo, they making fun of you on here. Josiah says, when I make my videos, I don't edit my videos. Well, Josiah, you probably should. You probably should edit a little bit. JF Hendricks says, apologize in advance. Dorothy Slipper says, I'm good with and on camera. Unfortunately, I'm horrible at jiu-jitsu. Well, yeah, we wouldn't be filming your jiu-jitsu then. You could be, they could interview you and stuff. Jason Whitfield says, Alec, if it takes you that long to set up for jiu-jitsu videos, just keep all the equipment up and go straight into your OF stream. That's saving time. Yeah, I mean, I wish I could do that. I don't have a gym. I don't have the Moneyberg basement gym. Now, maybe if the live stream does well, we can get the Alecberg, the Alecberg basement and have everything set up. But that takes time and money. All the equipment. It takes time to learn how to use everything. So otherwise, you got to pay people to film for you. And you know what? Most people can't film jiu-jitsu. You got to know what's going on. If you get a regular person trying to film jiu-jitsu and they all over the place messing up the video, they don't know what to look at. So now you need someone that has some knowledge. And all my homeboys that do film jiu-jitsu stuff, they be doing other stuff too. That's easier. Josiah says, I watch Kevon skits and videos. We know why you do. We know you do. Mushmaster says, quality costs more. Yeah, if you want good quality, you want the good audio, the good editing, that costs that ain't cheap. You think you're gonna get that for $50, $5, $50? Them editors call, and then you can't have a regular editor. You need someone that understands jiu-jitsu, because otherwise a regular editor won't know what's important. And then you don't have time to sit there and tell the editor, okay, put this in there, take that out. So you need someone that understands jiu-jitsu to edit for jiu-jitsu, or at least grappling. You need someone that understands, okay, that was really cool, that was exciting. Most regular people can't edit jiu-jitsu, so that's even tougher. Josiah says, I'm horrible at editing. That's why you have to pay people. It costs more money. Mushmaster says, plus marketing costs. Yeah, you got to market. Social media, you probably don't have to market as much. But listen, the B Team guys, they be selling all the merchandise. They be, they do the ad for the merchandise and stuff like that. They plug that in the middle of the video. You got to have someone post it everywhere and edit it for Instagram and TikTok and YouTube Shorts, and it ain't easy. It takes time. Mushmaster says a lot of people pay for views and followers. Some of your favorite grapplers paying for views. Look at Moneyberg's Instagram. He got way too many followers. He got 4.8 million followers or something like that. He come on, that ain't real. So some people paying for followers, they don't got, they ain't got no engagement. So it takes time. It takes time to build a B team. Craig Jones is one of the best marketers in jiu-jitsu, and I think they would have 300,000, 400,000 subscribers on their YouTube, and maybe more on Instagram. I don't know, but that takes time to get to that point. So when people are comparing you to B Team or comparing you to New Wave or whoever, I'm like, man, that's the best gym in the world. That's one of the top gyms in the world. Most gyms ain't got that. And most people don't want to be, most athletes don't want to be on the social media. Most athletes don't post on social media. They need to, but they don't. They don't want to be in the video. They don't want to do the instruction. They don't want to do anything. They should actually do more. Someone says it's actually a lot of work to film, edit, and publish high quality rolling footage that will actually get views. Most of it won't get views. You usually need someone that knows what they're doing, and if you don't already have them in your gym, it means hiring someone, and that's something a lot of people don't have time or money to do. And they don't see the value in it. It says B Team Circa 2023 has some of the best videos ever. Straight rolling and good vibes. Says B Team just started gaining momentum back in 2023. And it was kind of magical, but it's hard to keep that going when people change and leave. Of course, BJJ is still amazing to watch, but those were the good old days. Anyone remember Daisy Fresh? Yeah, and people change. The taste changed. People used to watch vlogs back in the day. I remember the Lloyd Irvin, the spy cam videos. Instructionals used to be popular. I guess podcast is a little bit popular now. The flavor of what people want to see changes. Right now live stream is kind of popular. Next thing you know, something else might be popular. I don't know, dancing. I don't know what these people are gonna do next. It says for active competitors, you don't want to show your competitors what you're working on, and for non-active competitors, no statistics, but people seem to like instructional videos versus rolling footage. Dorothy Slipper says the new meta is rolling footage taken on a Nintendo 3DS, so it looks older. Yeah, people like the rolling footage with the commentary. There was a little bit of, kind of now you're seeing more like, kind of like the Mr. Beastification of videos where find who's the real black belt. It's like kind of game showish. Kind of challenges. You're seeing that, challenge matches, take me down, wrestle me and take me down for $1,000. You're seeing stuff like that. I think live stream is pretty cool. I don't really see anybody live streaming, but most jiu-jitsu people can't talk for as long as me. And speaking of long, it's almost 3 hours in. Who else can do this for 3 hours on the daily? I don't know. Let me know. Jason Whitfield says, Alec, I swear if you started OnlyFans stream, myself, Claudia, and Gabby will be the first ones to join. No joke. I'm platinum diamond members on both their OnlyFans streams. Let's make some real money. You're gonna have me filming with Claudia. Actually, I wouldn't be opposed to that. Now, I shouldn't be on there. This is a family channel. I wouldn't be opposed to see what Claudia's talking about. She got some knowledge now. She got some knowledge. She might do some stuff to me I won't ever recover from. She might do some stuff to me I ain't never had done before. Claudia. Next thing you know, Claudia all up on the stream. Nah, I don't know if I can come back from that. Now, I would like to experience that, but I don't know if I can come back from that. Mushmaster says, next World Champion was a huge production. We filmed a lot of that stuff. That cost. Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. That was like one of the big shows, you know? You had Gary Tonin on there. What's the Brazilian kid that was kind of cheating a little bit? He's over at Gracie Baja now. Keenan was on there. Gary Tonin. Who else? AJ Agrazarm on there? Yeah, and that was in-house. Imagine how much work that was. Mushmaster, how much work was that? He said, and that costs money. All the equipment, unless you already have all that equipment, that stuff costs money. Them cameras that film 4K, you know how much that costs? 4K and all the audio stuff, the lighting stuff. Man, even that costs money. The storage costs money. The lenses cost money. The battery packs. Oh, we need an extra battery pack. That costs money too. Oh, the Metal Chasers, yeah. Oh, I didn't know there was a Metal Chasers series. I didn't see that one. All that stuff costs money. And then where are you going to put it? Are you going to host it? Okay. You're going to host it yourself? That costs money. You're going to put it on YouTube? Okay, how are you going to make money from that? You're going to sell it to Flow Grappling? Okay, how much they're going to give you? Everything costs money. So we should do a watch along. Or we might need to do that. I mean, me and Mushmaster, we seen behind the scenes. All this stuff costs, them people cost money. Them people holding the microphone like that, they got the microphone like that. That costs money. The cameraman costs money. You gotta feed people too. You think you gotta Mushmaster says saving it on the cloud is expensive. Yeah, them gigabytes. You know if you film 4K, you know how much space that is. That's some terabytes. You know terabytes cost money. Apple iCloud costs money. Everything costs money. The music did you guys know the music? You know how much the music costs? I think I pay about $15 a month for my music, and I don't even use it all the time. To put the music in the video, that costs money. Computer, my computer died. I need a new computer. Yeah, man, all this stuff costs money. Even my little bit of setup, I'm struggle streaming. This stuff costs money. I don't know how much it cost me. Accumulated over time. All this stuff costs money. Microphone ain't cheap. The wire for the microphone, the arm on the thing ain't cheap. The lights I got, the background stand, all this stuff costs some money. God, dog. I wasted some money. I wasted some money. But it's an investment. It's an investment. But your investment gotta pay off at some point. And all that for people to complain. Yeah, they're gonna complain. Well, you didn't do this. I wish he'd done it this way. And they ain't help you. They ain't give you no money. They ain't like the video. Man, it's insane. Dorothy Slipper says, Ultimate Self-Defense Championship showed how much money it all costs. Took like $1 million for them to do 3 seasons. Ultimate Self-Defense Championship? What is that? What was that? The Ultimate Self-Defense Championship. $1 million? Yeah, I mean, you can spend $1 million. $1 million can go fast. That production stuff, everything costs money, bro. And you got to pay people. You want people to do a good job, you got to pay them. Maybe pay yourself. You think you pay yourself? Yeah, man, I just see people complaining, and then it's tough, man. We can't all get away with BJJ Fanatics level production. And they got costs too. They got people on their payroll. Even if you guys complain about the audio and stuff, they still got to pay for the school, pay for the rent. Somebody's got to edit that and put it in the packaging for at least it's online. We still got to edit it. Somebody got to market it and send out the visuals. Dorothy Slipper says the YouTube show with Jordan Teach Jiu-Jitsu versus Nathan Levy versus Icy Mike. What was that? Who was that? They did a show? How'd they get $3 million? Or how'd they get $1 million? Bunch of YouTubers competing in their martial art. Jiu-Jitsu did not come out well. Let me check that out real fast. Ultimate Self-Defense Championship. How did they get $1 million? Who gave them $1 million? Now they owe somebody $1 million. They owe somebody $1 million now. That's terrible. Let me see if there's anything. Let me see if there's anything on here now. Now I'm gonna check out that Ultimate Self-Defense thing, and I'll jump out of here. Again, who else doing 3-hour streams? I don't know. I don't know if anybody else could. Maybe Moneybird could. Kickstarted for season 2 and 3 because it was so popular. Oh, I didn't know that was a thing. When did it start? Oh, so they did a Kickstart. Oh, they raised the money. Shoot, I know I can't raise no money from you guys. We might raise $5 over here on this channel. We gotta do some fundraisers. We got some fundraisers coming up. We got Mushmaster getting ready for the Olympics 2028. We got some other nonprofits we gotta raise funds for. So don't worry, 2026 we're gonna, maybe even sooner, we're gonna start doing something on here. I don't really see anything. Says I missed older jiu-jitsu rolling videos. He put out a video 2 years ago saying he was going to stop those videos because he didn't want it to seem like he was beating up his students. Yeah. I mean, it's tough, man. It's tough. Social media game, and it's always evolving. You do something, and it's older. It's not popular. I was going to watch Pavel. We might watch him tomorrow or something. What is this called? Ultimate Self-Defense Championship. Oh, it was something. I didn't even know that was a thing. When did this come out? A year ago? Oh, $1 million? $1 million? Oh, Rokas. Who else was on there? Jordan Teaches Jiu-Jitsu, Nathan Levy, and Icy Mike. Oh. All that to just get 1 million views. Ain't that crazy? All that it was season 1. Was season 1 episode? I'm gonna play a little bit just to see.
You're probably wondering what's happening. Well, I flew in 6 martial arts YouTubers from across the whole globe to compete against each other in 7 different self-defense challenges in a state-of-the-art self-defense facility to see who is the ultimate self-defense champion. So,
welcome to the ultimate.
I could have told you that was a dumb idea. Ultimate self-defense champion. That sounds. But that's the thing. You make something, you think, it's gonna be awesome, and then oh shoot, it didn't get that many views. And maybe it made money. I don't know. Maybe they had sponsors. You said they raised money. Maybe some of the ads, the YouTube ads, for people that don't have the premium like me, you can watch the ads. Did they break even? What did they say about that? They said it took $1 million for them to do that. Yeah, but I'm thinking $1 million for 1 million views. I mean, that's not bad. I mean, I guess it was pretty entertaining. Yeah, did you watch the whole thing? You watched the whole thing straight? I just wonder, man. Where did the money go? Did they say where the money went? Your son loved it. Where did the money go? When did they talk about all the money? That's what I want to see. Oh, they had their Indiegogo. Your son loved it. Okay. But did it? But did everybody else love it though? Two people love it. Amazing. What about the rest of the people? It says the irony of the Ultimate Self Defense Championship by Rokas. When was that? It says the whole event was a wash. The responsible judge was Jeff Phillips, a self-defense guru with a strong bias against combat sports. So when combat sports fighters like Jeff Chan won, Jeff Phillips tried his strongest to explain it away. The irony of YouTubers like Rokas, who's always preaching against Bushido, but then create a heavily edited reality TV show that portrays Bushido myths and self-defense for the streets, narratives to the point. Yeah. Well, they knew who their market was. So the whole point was the whole thing was great, to be honest, entertaining, fun, possible to derive at least some insights from. They put martial artists in unexpected asymmetrical situations and tested them. Someone says, I don't think it was terrible. It was certainly entertaining, though I did think it struggled to accomplish its goal in regards to self-defense. Honestly, I thought it worked far better as a martial arts in the movie situations. I don't know. The zombie episode was great, if not my favorite. It's just, what did that have to do anything with self-defense? Says, I watched a lot of the reactions from all the fighters that were on there, and they all said questionable stuff, and that a lot was lost through manipulative editing. So, editing's tough because you got to cut out a lot of stuff because time constraints or for your narrative, and not everybody's going to be happy. And it's easy to get lost. It's an entertainment program. It's not some realistically designed objective measure of anything. Just turn your brain off and enjoy the show. Now imagine you did that and nobody watched. Imagine you invested $1 million and all that stuff and nobody watched. I would be upset. Dorothy Slipper says, apparently the two hosts got into a fight and now they have competing versions of the show. So now neither will make money. It says, LOL, martial arts guys can't do business. Well, it's not just them. It's all the influencers, all the YouTubers. It takes a lot to get everybody together. You got to have everybody on the same page. I don't really follow any of those guys, to be honest. I'm in a different part of the YouTube. I'm not really following the, most of the creators. The only person I really follow is John Thomas, and I don't really watch instructionals like I used to. Yeah, I don't know what else to say, man. I can't believe they spent $1 million though.